You hit a wall. A project feels impossibly hard. A habit you're trying to build becomes a slog. A voice in your head says, "This is too much. Maybe you should stop." We're told two conflicting stories about this feeling. Story 1, push through. No pain, no gain. Resistance is just fear. Story 2, listen to your intuition. Your body is telling you something's wrong. So which is it? Is that resistance a monster to be slayed or a wise friend to be heeded? Getting this wrong is costly. Push through the wrong wall and you burn out or make a huge mistake. Listen to the wrong whisper and you abandon the very thing that was meant for you. Today, we're learning the critical skill of decoding your resistance, so you know exactly when to lean in and when to let go. Let's redefine resistance. We think of it as a stop sign, single blunt signal to either obey or plow through. But what if resistance isn't a sign, but a language? It's your mind and body sending you a coded message. The tightness in your chest, the procrastination, the dread, these are just symptoms. Your job isn't to fight the symptom or blindly surrender to it. Your job is to become a translator. Real grit isn't about ignoring discomfort. It's about interpreting it. When you learn to ask resistance the right questions, it stops being your enemy and starts being your most honest guy. You navigate this with a simple two-step filter. It's designed to move you from a fuzzy feeling of "I can" to a clear diagnosis of "this is why I feel I can." Think of it like a doctor diagnosing a pain. The treatment for a broken bone and a muscle cramp are totally different. You need to know what you're dealing with before you act. When resistance hits, your first question is, what is the primary source of this feeling? You're listening for one of two core frequencies. Frequency A, the voice of fear. This sounds like, what if I fail? I'll look stupid. I'm not capable enough. People will judge me. This resistance is about external perception and internal insecurity. It's focused on a scary, often imagined outcome. The physical sensation is often anxiety, a scattered, buzzy, hard-in-your-throat feeling. Frequency B, the voice of values. This sounds like, this feels wrong. This goes against what I believe. I'm compromising my integrity. This is draining my soul. This resistance is about internal alignment. It's a sense of violation. The physical sensation is often heaviness or disgust, a deep, sinking feeling in your gut, a sense of being weighed down. Your task here is just to label it. This feels like fear, or this feels like a values clash. Don't act yet, just diagnose. Now with your diagnosis, you apply the correct protocol. The rule is simple but powerful. If it's fear, your directive is to push with compassion. Fear-based resistance is a guardrail against imagined danger, not real danger. The growth lies on the other side of it. But you don't bulldoze. You acknowledge the fear. I see you, fear of looking foolish. Thank you for trying to protect me. Then, you reduce the step. You don't give the big presentation. You write the first slide. You practice for 1 minute. You push through the fear by breaking the action down until it's not scary, just unfamiliar. If it's values, your directive is to pivot with clarity. Values-based resistance is a guardrail against actual harm to your integrity, your well-being, your core self. Pushing through this is self-betrayal. Instead, you must pivot. Ask, how can I adjust the path, the method, or the environment to realign with my value? Maybe you need to have a hard conversation to change the terms of a project. Maybe you need to quit the toxic strategy, not the goal. Maybe you need to find a different route up the mountain that doesn't require you to abandon your principles. The action isn't forward through the wall. It's a step to the side to find the door. So the next time you're frozen, run the resistance filter. 1, source check, fear or values. 2, direction drill, push with tiny steps or pivot with realignment. This turns a confusing halt into a strategic decision point. Now, over to you. Let's decode our patterns together in the comments. And if you want more frameworks to turn internal conflict into clear direction, subscribe for the next one.